Yo, what's going on, ladies and gents? My name is Arbuckle. Welcome back to another video. Today we're once again back on Fortnite Battle Royale, and I wanted to share with you guys a few tips and tricks to getting better in Fortnite Season 8. I know a lot of you guys are always trying to improve your game and get better, and I always make videos giving you guys advice on how to complete the challenges as quickly and easily as possible. And today I wanted to share with you guys how to just improve your game in general, so hopefully you guys will be able to take away something from this that'll help you out. So the first tip that I have for you guys is to always understand where the enemies are landing around you. I'll give you guys the best example. For me, I always love landing in a retail row. I land there all the time, whether I'm playing solos, duos, squads, team rumble, whatever it is. I always want to go there. And I pretty much have a strategy laid out in my head for exactly where I'm going to go and what I'm going to do, and that includes if other people land there. So I like landing at the house next to the basketball court, or where the basketball court used to be. I'll know that, okay, if a guy's going to land at the house next to me, I'm going to run through the downstairs part of the house really quick, try to get a weapon, try to engage in a gunfight as soon as possible with the guy in the house next to me. If no one lands there, I'll take my time. I know I'm going to go that way. If multiple people land over there, I'll hit the house, and I'll go to the right, go towards the stores instead. You really have to have an understanding of where other players are landing in the area that you're going to, so that you know exactly which way to go and what gives you the best opportunity to come out alive. If you go into retail, you don't pay attention to where anyone else lands. You don't even see if anyone else lands there. You might get a gun, you might not. Someone else might land with you, someone else might land around you, somewhere where you're not expecting. So you really want to pay attention so that you have an idea how many people are there, how many people are in that area, and which directions they're going to be coming from. You're going to win 100 times more gunfights, and you have a much higher chance of getting out alive of wherever it is that you went. So always understand where enemy players are landing aside from just you and your teammates. Second tip, stack up on materials early in the game. This is actually really helpful now. The materials limit has been dropped to 500 for those of you that played Fortnite back when it was like 999. It's now down to 500, and you actually get more materials. So it's very easy at the beginning of the game to max out on wood. So I would say it's very important to try to get as many materials as you can at the beginning. That's going to win you a lot more gunfights at the beginning of the game. A lot of people in the beginning aren't focused on that. They're focused on trying to get weapons. And if you end up getting a crappy weapon, having a lot of materials might actually give you that benefit and give you that advantage to winning the gunfight. So make sure that you're stacking up on a lot of materials at the beginning of the game. Like I said, I always go to retail. We always land at that same house that you guys see in almost all my videos. Always hit the fences in the back. Always try to get as many materials as possible so that when I go to the next house, if someone's in there, I can get in a build battle and be able to win early in the game. So make sure you have lots of materials early as possible. Third tip, don't engage in a gunfight if you're at a disadvantage. This is a tip that so many people need to take to heart, including me. It's very hard to do this, but you need to force yourself to not get into gunfights that you already have the disadvantage in. If someone's got extreme height, let's say you're in the divot, let's say you're in Dusty Divot, and someone's at the top of the divot and they're shooting down, or they don't even see you, they're looking down in the divot, don't get in a gunfight with that guy because you already are at a disadvantage. He's already got the height, so it's going to be very difficult for you to get out. Another thing, if you're shooting at someone that's closer to the circle than you are, if the storm's coming, why are you shooting at someone? You're already at a disadvantage because all they have to do is turn around and they have you locked down. You're forced to move towards them. So try not to engage in gunfights that you already have a disadvantage in. There's no point in losing the game when you don't really have to. So be aware of your surroundings and try not to get pinched. Don't get in those gunfights that are going to screw you over. So again, don't engage in gunfights if you're at a disadvantage. I need to take my own advice with that one because I screw that one up so many times. Next tip, build first, shoot second. So many people screw this up. If you're getting in a gunfight with someone and they start shooting, don't even wait until they hit you. Most people wait until they get hit and then they start building. Don't wait. If you're shooting at someone, as soon as they start shooting back, build. Don't even give them a chance. Reset the gunfight and don't give them a chance to have their aim locked down and be able to get a few shots off on you before you start building and panicking. Because if they do and they end up hitting you for a lot, you're going to start building and they're just going to start pushing you immediately. You're not going to be ready for it. You're going to be at a disadvantage again. And there's no point in doing that to yourself. So make sure that you're always building first and shooting second. Also, if you're running, let's say you're running to the circle and someone starts shooting, don't look around to see where they're shooting from and then aim and try to shoot back. Build immediately. You'll see this with every pro that plays this game. If they're running, no matter which direction they're going, if someone starts shooting, they're instantly building all the way around them. Then they figure out where they're getting shot from. Because if you don't have cover and you're trying to figure out where someone's shooting you from, they're probably going to hit you a few times before you realize where they're at. So again, build first, shoot second. The fifth and final tip that I have for you guys in this video is understand your enemy based on the way that they build and the skin that they're wearing. Now, the skin isn't that big of a deal nowadays. It used to be very important because people would always run the trash skin to kind of like act like they were bad. I kind of did that too. But nowadays it's kind of hard because there's so many skins. The game's been out for so long, but you can kind of pay attention to what skin they're wearing. A lot of people call them the sweat skins or the sweaty skins. You can tell who's going to try really, really hard, and you can tell who's really not that good. So pay attention to the skin. That's kind of just something quick that you'll see in your head that you'll put 2 and 2 together. And then the way that they build, if you can tell that they're building really, really fast and they look really advanced, then you have to play smart because they're probably really good. If you see that they're not that good of a player, it's taking them a while to build, then you kind of know that you can be more aggressive, go towards them, and you have an advantage because they're not the best of players. So pay attention to the way that they build. I wouldn't judge too hard on the skins nowadays, but the way that they build, the way that they're in that gunfight with you, you can tell a lot from the type of player that they are. But anyway, guys, that's really the video. I hope you guys did enjoy. If you guys have any questions about any of the tips that I gave you in this video, make sure to leave them down in the comment section below. You guys can also hit me up on Twitter, Instagram at DylanFurrow. I'm going to leave links to all my social media down below. I hope you guys did enjoy. Again, make sure to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and I'll see all you guys in the next video. Can we be friends?